interested in listening to some of my workplace gossip, and I am more than willing to spill the tea. I have a cup right here, and it is actually tea. I don't know if you can see that, but it is tea. It's hot. It's masala tea. It's chai. So, I'm gonna start by talking about my day at work today. So, I don't know, for those of you who work, for those of you who are watching from the United Kingdom, we have bank holidays here. So what that means is everybody gets a day off, really, where major services have a day off. Apart from the emergency services, etc., where most places have a day off. So this weekend can get a bit busy as other services are closed. And what happens is the people who don't normally use the services are free on that day, and so they end up using the service, and it becomes a bit oversubscribed. Sometimes it's not the case. Sometimes people go on holiday or go away. It really depends on the circumstances. So unfortunately today was a bit busy, and there was one colleague in particular who we both don't like. So she comes into the room and it's clear in the morning, and I'm saying hi, and as if I'm normally talking about it, and it's just like this, and I'm trying to be positive, and everybody's not coming across that way. And so I tried to lighten the mood, and now the people left it right on the table. And when it's right on the table, I was like, of course I'm going to do everything, and I'm listening to this person, and realizing like I was helping her out. And I thought I was going to do that, and I thought I was really just helping her out because the envelope was clearly addressed to her, and you're not allowed to have personal items delivered to these places. Well, technically you're not supposed to unless you're ordering for that service. And the envelope was open, and the contents of the envelope were clearly visible. I did not open that, and so I hand it to her. Oh no, I don't even hand it to her. I show her where it is, and I'm like, it's right there. And she doesn't even say thank you. She doesn't say anything. She literally walks up to me and goes, did you open my letter? Did you open my tablet? Did you like, I can't believe you would do something like that. So unprofessional, that when you're doing things like that. And it's like, oh my goodness, you were doing things like that. I didn't expect that of you. You were doing something stupid, and it's how dare you do that? I can't believe that. I'm gonna report you. I'm gonna make sure that you never like it again, and you don't deserve this. And I'm just like, hold on. Sorry for that, I got tea stuck in my throat. I was like, whoa, calm down, Karen. Which is not her name, by the way. I will not be using an alias. I will not mention any names. Confidential. And I was just like, hold on, I'm doing you a favor. I did not open that. You're accusing me of all these things, and you're telling me that everything that was going to be my fault. My fault when it was kind of like a new thing that you didn't even the audacity to ask me. You're making threats to my job and my integrity and my things as a person, as clinician, as an administrator, and everything like that, because I feel like they're like a distinct that's the one they wanted that. And my colleague was sitting next to me, and she was like, so the colleague sitting next to me, she was like, whoa, you need to calm down. This is very inappropriate behavior. There's a patient standing right there. Relax. That's my niece screaming in the background about how her dad isn't feeding her. Joke. Okay, she's just a lively baby. And so, yeah, she was making accusations. Luckily, my colleague stepped in to help and was like, you need to stop doing that. You need to stop it. You make the worst in people. I'm just trying to understand things from their perspective. He's trying to help you. He's trying to calm you down. Trying to ensure that you're going to have a good time and not going to let the situation go through it and everything like that. And it's happening. This is at 8 in the morning, 8 a.m. And bear in mind, I get there. My shift starts at 8. I don't get paid till 8. I start getting paid 8 a.m. 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. is my allocated shift. and I get there at 7:45 so I can open, turn all the lights on, set up everything so that everything is ready to go by 7:55, and I do that out of the courtesy of me wanting things to go well, and usually we have a good team. It's just that this specific person happened to take this change to work that day, and that's it, like, so unnecessary. And so when she walked through the door, I was like, oh my god, it's gonna be one of those days. And how did I knew I was right, because they came and she found this problem, egg whites, and it's wrong. This is wrong, that's wrong, everything is correct in the room, that she didn't get the room, she wanted nothing like that. So, when she found out that she didn't get the room she wanted, bear in mind these are clinic rooms, and they're pretty much identical. There's only one room that's smaller than the rest out of 7 rooms. She obviously wants the biggest room. I was like, no, you're not getting that room because it's already got someone's name assigned to it. I don't decide that. Someone higher up who has more authority than me, that cares a lot more. Because obviously I don't. Apparently. Excuse me. Has assigned you that room, so I'm going to leave you because the other person came here earlier and is already in that room. Bear in mind she's not 15 minutes late, but she's like on the verge of being late because you're supposed to be in the room set up ready to see the first patient at 8. And so she comes in and she's jumping up and down like a temperature and everything like that's happening at once. And I'm just trying to understand like what is going on, what is with this, but they obviously got to the wrong side of the bed in the morning, and what she tried to do was she tried to ensure that you got the room, so what she did was she locked the other person out of the room. And then she went back into the room and she tried to lock the thing, and then luckily, fortunately, the doctor in the other room was a nice person and accepted it, but I wouldn't have accepted that. I would have been like, that's a terrible situation to do, and I feel like because I wouldn't have accepted the baby. I feel like I would have done something like really worse and like that. And the doctor who swapped rooms with her, who was forced to swap rooms with her, I would say, was a really good sport and did swap rooms in the end. But that wasted 15 minutes of everybody's time, and she was literally throwing a tantrum. This lady is in her, I don't want to be rude, but she appears to be, and judging based off her experience, her work experience that she claimed herself, she appears to be someone in her late 50s or mid 50s, I would say, definitely between the age of 55 and 65. And for us to see a grown woman jump up and down throwing a tantrum over a room that she wanted with no control over nothing at all. She was trying to do that. I was like, what do you want me to do? It's not my fault, and I feel like everything, all the blame was being attributed onto me, and I think that's really unjust. I think it was really unfair that all her anger was directed towards me as a person. There was no personal things to do with it. All I did was come here, do my job. It's 8 a.m. It's 8:05 at this point. Almost 8:50. Like, the whole thing lasted till about 8:20, and the first patient's 8:15. This patient is witnessing all this, by the way. Her jumping up and down and throwing a tantrum like a baby. And the first patient was hers. And so she and she wanted to go to the break room. She didn't even call the patient in on time. She first sorted out her break and things like that. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that noise is. Sorry. And so she called the first patient in, and she was like, what the hell? I don't think I meant to see. Hold on, let me sort out my break. So she comes to the front to try to sort out her break, and she tries to change it because everyone is allocated a break at a specific time so it doesn't overlap and it doesn't look like this. No work being done, so that patients see the continuous flow if we're running on time, of course. That's my mum being really loud. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. I can't control that. It's her house, her rules. So yeah, I think that it's not going to be okay because she goes to the kitchen and she tries to do things like that, and I'm just like, please stop, because unfortunately I can't be the one to come clean up after your mess. I feel like these clinicians, not all of them are doctors. Some of them are qualified nurses that can prescribe. They're called advanced nurse practitioners. And it's just very unsettling to see this behaviour in people that are older, experienced, and should know better. Sorry, I don't know what's going on downstairs, but I just don't entertain it. And so she comes into the break room and she's like, oh my god, I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's gonna be that thing that you're gonna fix everything. I can't do that. I can't maintain everything like that. I can't ensure that everything's going to happen like the way it's going to happen. I can't act it like, I'm sorry, but that's just not the way. I'm going to try my best to accommodate you, but we can't accommodate you, so you're going to have to do that yourself. You're going to have to be that for yourself and do things that are not going to be like that way, and that's just how the working life is. And sometimes you're not going to do things that aren't the things when it's going forward. Sometimes you can't do things like that, and I want to be like everything that you want to do. And in the break room, she's just doing all the things that she should be doing. And I'm trying to be the bigger person here. I'm trying to go forward, apologise for whatever I've done wrong, even though I've done nothing wrong. And from all perspectives, I've done nothing wrong apart from hers. Because I'm just trying to accommodate you, and I'm trying to do things within reason, and I just can't. There was someone already there. Luckily they're willing to change with you, and they were willing to accommodate you. But if they weren't, what was I supposed to do? Force them out of the seat? It's just not it. And this is just the beginning of the day, and it really set the tone for the rest of the day. Because down the line, she made so many errors that the other clinicians were starting to get worried. She was moving patients between rooms as she was looking at them, and it was just very it was very bad, and all of it was documented, all of it was put on the system. So before you guys say that we need to report it, it was already reported. Everything has been checked. Management know, everybody knows. And so she was having a good time because everything was kept on the company, everything was documented, and she felt that she wasn't doing anything bad. She felt like this was a normal day, and it was her thing, and she was ready to go. She felt that she was well within her right to things that she needed to do, and that I don't think she understood anything wrong. And that continued for the first half of the day. So we get to lunchtime, and this is like 1 o'clock, and she doesn't want to take a break because she moved a break later on. She was deciding to break. No, I don't want to take the break. So she didn't take a break, and then she complains at 3 p.m. She goes, I haven't eaten all day, I haven't done anything all day, because you moved your break. That's why you didn't eat all day, because you moved your break so that you can leave early. And yet it's my fault that you haven't eaten all day. Bear in mind, she had a lighter workload than the other 3 people that were there. I just don't understand. And so she comes back with the audacity to complain about it. And she was like, oh my god, I can't believe that everything was going on that way. I can't believe that you guys can't even help someone out. I think it's like your responsibility to do things like that. I feel like it's something to do things that wasn't okay. You need to be okay. You need to do things that you need to do. You need to requirements. I feel like everything like that. And it's your responsibility to facilitate us and make sure that we're doing the best things. And I was like, I don't have authority to do those things that you want me to do. You can't. You want me to cancel things. I don't have the authority to do that. You want me to send people different places. I don't have the authority to do that. Do I look like someone that does? Well, maybe I do. I don't know. But she was just, her demands were impossible, and she was making life harder. So here comes 3:45 p.m. The major event of the day takes place. The major catastrophe of the day takes place. The doctor is getting really annoyed at this point because he's given his room to her. Number 1, he's taken a lot of her patients. Number 2, number 3, she's just being loud and abrupt and disrupting the workflow, and it's really impacting everyone. Everyone was in such good spirits until like 8:15, and then pew. So he had reached melting point, so he came out of his room. Actually, no, he put a screen message, so you can send messages on the screen that all the people, that I don't know what that noise was, all the people signed into the computers, they can see a screen message. And it's for non-urgent things. is an urgent one as well, but this was non-urgent. So he goes, please can I see everyone for a 5-minute debrief, really quick. We never do these, not in general practice, as much. Especially for these types of services, because this is out of hours. So he was like, oh my god, I can't believe I had to do this in the middle of the day. I don't get paid enough for this. I don't do that. This is none of my business as well. And he goes, what is your problem? You can't be doing these things. I can't be cleaning up after you are making the day so difficult and really good. I've sent an email to management stating your name, James, NMC number, and all the important documentation that I need for you to do the job, and you're still not doing your job. The patient have complained, and now it's compromising everybody else's work, and that's jeopardizing patient safety. And I was like, you tell her. In my head, of course, I'm like, she needs to hear this from someone who has a bit more authority, I guess. I don't know. And bear in mind, she was silent the whole time when he was speaking. Speaks volumes. What is going on downstairs? And so everything like that